Hey, good afternoon. Happy Friday, everyone. How's it going? This is Michelle Ship here. I'm the business page owner of WHAM Solutions with Michelle Ship here on Facebook. Hopefully you're doing well. So my question for you today is, how do you actually feel after you have team members get started your network marketing company and then they leave shortly after? How do you feel in that time and place? Well, we're going to be talking about that today real quick. I'm kind of in between getting the kids from school and all of that. I wanted to jump on here to deliver how your emotions should be at that point in time, just because it was shared with me recently with some teammates on my team who were feeling a little bit discouraged after some people recently left their home business. So if you're just joining us here live, or if you're seeing this as a replay, go ahead and comment below and say hello, just so I know that you're here. And even if you're seeing this as a replay, go ahead and comment below hellos, just so I know that you're here, and I will love to give you a shout out back. So let's get right into it. So how to deal with those team members who are on your team who get started, but shortly after, or even maybe months or years later, they quit, and they quit before the blessing. Now, there's multiple reasons why people get started a home-based business in network marketing, and there's lots even more reasons why people actually quit. You know, I've seen everything all the way from family concerns and things going on with the family, people saying all these excuses like they don't have the time, all of a sudden they don't have time to work their home business. There's health conditions, there is school education, or maybe even their spouse doesn't want them to work at home anymore and in a home business. There's been reasons with money, or with just lots of things, children, family, all these distractions. And so they have all these excuses, you know, why they decided to actually leave. And I remember a teammate of mine was sharing her frustration a little bit about, you know, why are these people getting started and just leaving, you know? And I mentioned to her, it's just part of the process, and when you have home-based businesses, it's part of the process, not a fit for everyone. And instead of focusing on them, what you really should do is shift your mindset and focus your attention not on the quitters, but focus your attention on those who actually stayed and stuck with it and who are actually with you today. And it's happened to me a gazillion times with team members coming and going, and also leaders, or leaders that you thought were leaders on your team that you thought they were going to be lifers, right? And they come and go, and you're just like, what happened next? But don't get into like a funk because of that. Just know that they're actually doing you a favor with them actually leaving, because you do not have to actually spend all that time coaching and training, grooming those individuals anymore when they're not 100% in the game anyway. And I feel a lot of people leave before the blessing. They quit before the blessing, you know, just within that first couple weeks, sometimes couple months, and they don't understand or have realistic expectations and how it is with carrying out a home-based business. You know, sometimes they get a little bit overwhelmed with training, or actually really find out then that they actually have to do some work to actually, you know, be successful. They thought everything's just going to come easy to them, or they just have not the right mindset, and they're a little bit negative, and they just really can't roll with it and carry out a very positive mindset with being an entrepreneur working solely from home. So when you get started here and you have somebody that's just getting started, coach them, groom them, help them so they can be successful, but just know that there's a 50-50 chance that that person may not be with you tomorrow. And if that's the case, no problem, let it go. Do not put your focus and emphasis and your energy just solely attached to them. Just know that just like that person got started and joined you as a business partner, there's thousands and thousands of more people that are just like that have that same excitement with getting started, but also will stick with it and will stick with you long term. But we have to be quick with it, with bringing on and sponsoring new business partners, so that we're sponsoring more, that we're sponsoring quicker than actually people are leaving. So we have to be on top of our game with that. So shift your mindset so that you're not focusing on the quitters, but focus on those who stayed with you and who are sticking with you. Be grateful. I'm so grateful for the people on my team, the leaders on my team who stuck with it, who stuck with themselves, and do not make excuses or have all these different scenarios that's going on in their head and why they can't actually do this, and then just decide to throw in the towel. So just know that yes, within that first year of building your business, it's not going to be easy. I can promise you that. But all I can promise you is going to be worth it. But not many people stick with themselves long enough to lay that ground foundation of their business, to learn and build on their skill set, and commit to personal development and training so that they can get the skills needed to be successful. Not everybody's ready to go through the trenches like that. And I don't really understand sometimes, because a lot of people go through many, many years of learning and training on how to be a doctor, a dentist, or just going to school, a 4-year or 6-year degree, and putting in time, money, energy, and then at the end of that schooling education, they decide to get this big job with all this money. Same thing applies when you have a home-based business. It takes some time to learn the skills needed to be successful, and how to answer objections, how to do effective marketing on the internet or even local marketing, how to do lots of different things. And sometimes you just need to build on your own mindset, and that you actually can carry out a home-based business. Sometimes that takes a little time with grooming yourself and engaging in personal development day in and day out. So just know that not everyone's going to stick with you. Not everyone's going to stick with it. But it's nothing against you, nothing that you've done, as long as you've basically guided them to the system, connected them to the system and to the team, and that person remained coachable. But after some time, if they left, it's okay. We just have to move on next to the next person. And just know that even though if that person left, it doesn't mean that it was just a waste of time with that individual, because sometimes when people get started, they may get started here, they may enroll a few people, sponsor a few business people. That one business partner can open up the doors to many other opportunities, many other people that they know within their network that may be looking for exactly what you have, your business opportunity or your product or your service. So just know that every new business partner that you bring on board opens you up to another direction of people that may be looking to join you. And I know for a fact that people on my team, that have leaders on my team that I actually haven't personally sponsored, but they were through someone else. And even my upline was not my direct sponsor either. So when you start taprooting and getting down deep into your, the different levels within your organization, you may find the gems within that, within your organization. But you have to be the one to work with them, help them bring on their first pieces of business, and then coach them along the way. And if they don't stay, that's okay, because at least you've got introduced to other people who may be runners and ready to run with you. So just like I always said in the past, you have to, walk with the walkers, jog with the joggers, and run with the runners. And those who leave, that's okay, because, at least you made another friend. You never know, because those people, those business partners that you have on your team, they may return at some point in time. Maybe it just wasn't, the timing wasn't right for them at that point in time. Maybe a good, legitimate excuse why they can't actually move forward at that point in time. It happens all the time. But just maintaining that relationship and being genuine and authentically you, really just trying to build a relationship with them so that, okay, the doors are always open if you're open with returning and getting started. So that's my tip today, and I wanted to bring this to a Facebook Live because I've heard it several times this week about people leaving and people getting discouraged, and I said, let me talk about it a little bit more, because our emphasis and our energy and our focus shouldn't be on the quitters, but focus on the ones who stuck with it and stuck with themselves and their business, and then us personally amping up our game and constantly sponsoring more people so that we're quicker with bringing on new team members or customers for our product or service, rather than those actually quitting and leaving the business. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys today. If it does, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or just comment below the word yes. I would greatly appreciate that. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. And if you're looking for more great training just like this, feel free to jump on over to my blog. Again, it's MichelleEShip.com. Again, it's MichelleEShip.com. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Have a great Friday. Talk to you soon. Bye now.